The deluxe line is gone, canceled indefinitely. We have no idea when deluxes as we knew them to be from 2008 all the way up till 2022, over 10 years, will ever come back. And I'm not just talking about sometimes maybe in multi-packs like Ivy back there or in a 9-pack or a playset plastic. No, I mean the true singular form that we came to know and mostly love. Obviously, sometimes they made a deluxe like this that's just head scratching, and it's honestly like, yeah, Mattel, we know you wanted to get some extra cash out of us for that, fine, whatever. But we want the characters like Captain Longleggy back here from the Road Rumblers episode, just like these guys. Will we ever get him? Who knows? But what I can say, there might be a positive from all of this, because I can guarantee you that if deluxes were around to this day, this would have been one of them. We would have had to pay probably $7, $8, maybe even more than that now with inflation, for this car that is a single, because deluxes don't exist. I mean, look at this, guys. This was a deluxe here in 2021, believe it or not. 9551 Mater. They could have made the hat detachable. They could have done a lot of things. They could have just left it as is and made him a single, because you could see here with this gun, all of the doodads, it would have qualified just like that Mater, if not more, to be a deluxe. So all I'm saying is it's not all bad. But guys, welcome back to another Mr. Docketer review. This guy, Road Rumbler Mater, came out of 2023 Singles Case J. He's brand new to the case, so I'm very excited to get into him. I did review McQueen first because McQueen's McQueen. He's my favorite. But also, hey, McQueen was done on a Tuesday. Now, I don't know when you're watching this, but Thursday upload. That's a pretty good day to be on. And I will leave the link for the Case J unboxing in the description below and card suggestion pop up. I don't know how many more times, guys, like literally, but it is like the best case of the year so far. And if you're going to buy any case, you probably should do this. Like, it's a great starter case. I will also be reviewing the Cryptid Buster Mater version here soon as well, who looks even perhaps better, but at least all the way up to the par. I mean, both of these just look great. This one's in Case H, which I will be unboxing soon, so that's why I'm kind of holding off on that one and, you know, pairing it with Mateo and Jeremy in a couple days here. So that'll be fun, but let's get on with this. New for 2022, obviously. The art is so extensive here. You can see the maze flying off his tow hook. You can see the flamethrower up there. It's cut off, unfortunately, but it does look great. Mate, Road the Rumbler. Love that, love that. His eyes do look a little strange here in the packaging, like they're so pale. I don't know really what's going on there, but maybe we'll be able to tell a little bit better when he is loose. And yeah, speaking of the devil, on the back here, you do have Mateo, Adam Roadriguez, and Westfalanapus. I already reviewed. They were also new to Case J. Nile Speedcone I reviewed, but he was new to Case H and then reappeared in Case J, so he's been around for a bit. Griswold just hanging out. I think he/she is in Case H, but again, I don't have it yet, so I'm not sure about that. But Griswold's been on so many card backs that, you know, just cemented themselves as a staple of Cars on the Run. That's okay, because it's one of the best ones. And then we have the baby Quadratorkasaur, who's kind of floating in limbo right now because it was supposed to be in Case H and was not. So hopefully it's just postponed and not canceled, but we will see what ends up happening with that. And guys, stick around for the entire video. Obviously, we're going to not only be reviewing this, but comparing it to the Mini Racer version and the crappy Disney Store version, just to show how truly superior this one is. And I also wanted to shout out GetMeCollecitlbes. He has a great eBay store. You could also email him for cases. He's got the half Case G right now, which is one of the best Walmart half cases because it has everything that the full one does. So definitely check that out if you're interested, down in the description below. Yeah, email him for a case if you want it. I'll be right back with this bad boy all opened up. Wow, this guy looks incredible, and he's got a lot of weight to him. Like, he's not as heavy as Westfalanapus, but quite a bit heavier than Adam Roadriguez, who I thought would be heavier. So definitely one of the biggest bangs for your buck in terms of singles these days. And again, yeah, he definitely would have been a deluxe a couple years ago. There he is in the show, Road Rumblers. Looks super accurate. I think he's got all the doodads, all the spikes, everything down to the grain. I think the coloring's a little off, which we'll get into in a bit, but he looks great. You know, he's got the horn, the flamethrower, the mace, and all of his protectionary dots, spikes, whatever you want to call them, or maybe they're just for decoration. But yeah, guys, I love this expression on Mater because most of the time he's looking super giddy, and granted, he's still smiling, but it's such a departure from what we're used to, and I really do appreciate that. The same thing I said about McQueen, so I think this is a great combo here, but I don't think, like, you look at these two, and then the picture I just showed of them in the episode, that and that are kind of what's throwing me off right now. The coloring on Mater is not it. They made Mater darker in some spots on the body, and they made him lighter in other spots, like around the mouth here. They also clearly made his eyelids super pale for whatever reason. I don't understand it at all. It would have been so much better if they at least matched the darker brown that they got going around his cabin there, because that's way darker than what he usually is at. And maybe that makes sense because he's out there in the dirt and grime. He maybe got some ashes, got a little char from the thunder cone, whatever it may be, but it doesn't make sense for this to be lighter. It doesn't make sense for around his mouth to be so much lighter. Other than that, though, he looks really good. I like the mouth. Look at those 3D chompers there and the tongue chilling inside. This is a plastic attachment here. This horn, you can kind of bend it around, but definitely be careful with it. And I would not try and remove it like I just did there. But yeah, I love that all of the dots on spikes on the side here, whatever you want to call them, are not just painted on. Like, you actually feel them, and they even did that on the mini racer, but way more detailed here. Looks really, really good. He's got the, of course, opaque windows as per usual. He's got the window even in the back. Now, that one is just a decal, but usually they just kind of don't do that. They just ignore his back window. So that is good to see. You can see they ignored it on both of these versions. They ignored it on this one. So that's awesome that they actually included that. You could just kind of barely see it right there. That's actually really, really nice. You got the flamethrower up top here, which is super detailed. All the way down to the tip here is texturized. I mean, that honestly is one of the best plastic pieces you will see on a Disney Cars diecast. You got the wire back here. Doesn't swivel, but again, you can kind of bend it around. Looks so good, man. I'm so happy with how this one turned out. Although, yeah, again, the coloring on the front here, not great. Not great. Love those dots, yeah. And of course, he's got the mace on his hook right here. It kind of looks a little weird because the rope just goes straight into the mace as if it's like feeding into it. But yeah, that looks good. You can move that around as well. Looks like he lost his license plate. That's new. I feel like there's not been a Mater really ever that didn't have his license plate. So that's kind of interesting. But he's got the spikes on the back here, which probably replaced that. Yeah, so you can see already the Disney Store version has the license plate, but without the spikes here on the back. The Disney Store version, if you guys remember that video, I could not stand. I probably got very upset in the video. Like, look, this thing just came off. I mean, this thing is supposed to be secure on here, but it's so poorly made. I mean, how's this even freaking go on here, man? It's supposed to go on. No, it's supposed to go on like this, right? I mean, it's just so poor. Oh, here we go. I think... All right, there you go. Maybe a little bit better there, but still pretty loose. And look, that thing just came off in the back. Oh, there, came off again. So it's just a walking nightmare. They did do a pretty good job with the gun, or the flamethrower, my bad. It's a flamethrower. I would say that looks decent. Not as good as the Mattel one, but it's probably their best part. Because the expression's bad. The stickers that they're using is bad because when you try and transform him into Super Speeder Mater, which you're supposed to be able to do very easily, it tears the decals, which is very, very counterintuitive. So yeah, we get that back on. I kind of want to throw this thing away or just give it away. God, it is so bad, man. I just can't even look at it anymore. Get out of my sight. We don't even need to compare those two anymore. The Mini Racer is a great miniature version of it, but just not as detailed, like in the gun, the horn, the spikes. The ball doesn't have as many spikes on it. But yeah, I guess we should have known because the Mini Racer doesn't have a license plate either. So Disney Store just made a big assumption. Like, oh yeah, of course he has his license plate. Nah, Captain Longleggy ripped it off. Get that out of here, mate. It's a bad imitation of his accent. All right. I definitely prefer McQueen. I just can't really get over why they made his eyes and his mouth so pale. Like, what? Oh, can we like headcanon that he got covered in like light sand or something? Because I hate that so much. It just doesn't vibe with me at all. But it is great to have these two, some of the most iconic variants of the entire show. Obviously, we still need President Mater as a diecast, Cave Mater, among a couple other ones as well. Actually, way more. There's still a ton of Maters they need to do, whereas they've pretty much done all of the McQueens. I did forget a couple, though. I forgot the Ghost McQueen from the Cryptid Buster episode, The Legend. And I think I forgot another one somewhere in there as well. But I think the Ghost one's probably the most prominent one. And then maybe like the splattered on Deputy McQueen. That's all I got. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comment section below. Who is your favorite between McQueen and Mater? Road Rumbler style. We also have both their mini racers, so that's cool. And we have Captain Longleggy, the big dog here. And yeah, let me know. Oh, by the way, look at this. We got two just super violent Maters. We got the Lights and Sounds Mater with guns and rockets back here. So Mater's certainly been through a lot in his life. I mean, look at this guy. He's probably like a certified weapons master at this point between Cars 2 and Cars on the Road. But yes, Jeremy will be coming soon, who's also from this episode, so that will expand the family even more, and we'll be able to recreate that gas station scene, which I'm super excited about. Hopefully we get the diecast Chiefess as well, and it's all coming together, guys. Thanks as always for your support. Dude, what the hell? Get out of the frame. Get out of here. I really hate that car. All right, bye now. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. Bye.